Thirdphaseofmoon. This is Brent Cousins reporting from the Hollywood Hills. Get ready. We just got the explosive UFO videos just into Thirdphaseofmoon. You might want to buckle up because this is a wild ride we're about to go on. Check out this video.
¿Qué está aterrizando?
See the airplane going past them?
Ahora, cuidado. Sí, ahí. Ahora. No toca así, un ratito se queda ahí para que esté listo, ¿ok? Mira este chama que se está moviendo hacia lo loco, míralo. Mami, mira cómo se mueve, como un bicho. Y da como vueltas, mami, da como vueltas. ¿Estás viendo? Este.
All right, let's roll this video again. This is some pretty impressive footage right here. We're looking at 5 objects up there in the sky, just basically hanging there. They're almost seem like they're in unison, kind of all connected, like they're part of the same team or flock, as you would say. They almost look like little disc-shaped UFOs, and there's some interesting parts to this video when you hear the guy right in the beginning. He says, look, there's a plane kind of approaching this area. We're gonna roll that again, but what do you make of these objects? Here's a close-up. You can almost see them. They almost look like disc-shaped UFOs, as you would call them, the classic ones. And they're doing this kind of soft little dance in the sky, kind of going up and down. And then you see the plane at the bottom make its approach. I sure would have liked to see that vantage point from that pilot right there. I'm sure he noticed these things up there in the sky. I was hoping maybe he would do some loops around it and we'd see more of that plane kind of interacting with these objects. Maybe even if he had some sort of footage from within the cockpit, that would have been pretty awesome too. But these guys managed to catch a good glimpse of something up there that's basically unidentified, this kind of small little fleet of UFOs. And look at that one on the bottom right. It's doing this kind of like wobble, that kind of Bob Lazar, what he says. They kind of hover with this little wobble at the same time. And again, here comes that plane approaching the fleet right over there, right over that little city. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, we have so many UFOs that just came in today. We're just gonna get started on this. It's almost like a marathon of UFOs tonight. So I got the next video queued up, and if you're digging this episode and just joining us, be sure to smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because if you're into UFOs, this is a place. Okay, let's roll this next video right now. All right, let's look at this video again. It's interesting. We're seeing these objects right there above this kind of hotel, I believe, and it captures this person's eye. You see it right there starting to make its appearance, and we have this kind of 4 UFOs just drifting from right to left over that little town there. And we're seeing these objects are illuminated from underneath the sky. You see this kind of trail up above that kind of kicks off that. I'm wondering if that's a commercial airliner leaving a chemtrail, or is that part of this object itself? And then it goes by that hotel there. And here's another close-up. Look at the bottom of these things. It seems to have some sort of capability of propulsion, if that's what's keeping these things up in the sky. Roll it again. There they go. They're coming right over the edge of that hotel. And we're seeing this. In my opinion, I believe this is legitimate footage. It just seems more casual and not overhyped. It just seems like it's a natural catch of the phenomenon right here. Again, look at this. They seem to be almost in a vector formation in a sense. and they're just cruising, kind of in plain sight. They're not hiding. This is it. They look again like these disc-shaped objects, or could they be maybe a parachutist? I'm not sure. I'm kind of ruling that out, but could it be a tandem of parachutists falling from the sky, and there's their, their canopy, and they're floating with some pyrotechnics? You know what? I don't think so. It just looks more otherworldly, something different about this. What's your opinion, guys? Again, give us a big thumbs up if you're joining us. Let's get this up to 700 watching tonight. If you smash that thumbs up and subscribe, it helps the YouTube algorithm, and everybody just starts piling in. I see it works actually. So appreciate all the support out of there. And just a little shout out. I'm up here in the Hollywood Hills right now reporting. Where are you guys joining us from around the world? We'd sure like to hear that too. So leave that in the comments as well. Again, what's your opinion on this fleet of UFOs? Is that what it is, or is it mundane? I don't think so. This is a pretty exciting capture right here, because he's got full scope of it. He's got it center frame, and it's pretty much as good as he's going to do with the camera that he's got there. I think that's as far as he could zoom in, and he's pulling it off right there. We're capturing something, the phenomenon. Is that what it is? Well, like I said, it's a big episode tonight, so let's just kick back for a second and enjoy yourself, because we're in for a wild ride tonight. I got so many UFOs in queue, and people from around the world they're sending it to us right here at Third Phase Moon, and appreciate everybody out there doing that. Doing your own research, and when you see something, you send it to our Gmail. Our contact is in the description below. Okay, so let's go here. We got another UFO, and I want to get your opinion on this one. It's curious. Whatever it is, we're putting it up there because we don't know what it is. So let's just roll it right now. Let's go.
Del cielo nocturno por encima de varias casas. No genera ningún ruido aparente. Los testigos no dan crédito a lo que están presenciando.
That's weird, buddy. Hold on a second. I can't tell if it's drones or what. They look big.
All right, let's take a look at this again, because this is compelling footage. We're seeing an array of lights just hovering up there in the sky, and you can see them kind of portray some strangeness about it, because look at how it's projecting the light out there. We could see it almost looks like something out of the movie Close Encounters. This is wild footage right here. It looks like a saucer kind of going down over the mountainside, and then some other people caught this from a different angle, and you could see maybe a helicopter way above this thing as it floats in the sky. What is this? It looks almost like your typical mothership. You can almost say that. You got a brilliant array of lights, and in the center you see kind of more of this illuminated orb. Could this be one large craft, or is it maybe a separation of different lights surrounding this kind of this bright orb in the center? I don't know, but this does not look like your typical drone. It's not a commercial airliner. This thing's just hanging up there. my God, what is this thing? This is wild stuff. You can see it over the homes, and the people on the ground, they're baffled. They don't know what they're filming right now. We got a good close-up. I'm adjusting a little brightness and contrast so this thing kind of pops a little bit, but there you go, the close-up right there. This thing looks connected. None of the lights seem to wobble or kind of leave that area, but again, let's just look at this ship that's pulsating. It kind of looks like the end of the movie Close Encounters when they're trying to communicate through music, and now we're seeing kind of the same kind of action. I wonder what Spielberg knew. Was he kind of read in on a couple things on kind of the idea of how Disclosure is going to roll out? Could it be some sort of communication with lights and music? You just never know. But this sighting right here really reminds me of that. And then the accompanying video right here, we're seeing it. And look at the helicopter. I believe that's a helicopter up there kind of investigating the area. I think this was actually captured in Los Angeles. So I'm sure the LAPD, the choppers up there, they film. They got cameras on their bird. So I'm sure they definitely have footage of this. And if they have it, they should release it. I'm wondering, because California, LAPD, we see these helicopters surrounding UFOs all the time, and we never really get the footage from within. I'm sure they're hiding the stuff, just like our government right now that keeps it hidden from the public, or they might be sharing it with internally. We just don't know. But anyway, like I said, we're packed with UFOs tonight. So let's just roll this next one here, and I want to get your opinion. Here we go. Let's just put it in queue. We're about to hit it. Roll it. All right, adding a little brightness contrast to this so we can see it a little bit better. We see this kind of string of lights kind of in this kind of like worm-like fashion, as it's a kind of vertical up there in the sky, but it's not straight. It has this kind of S snake kind of curve to it. It's kind of interesting, and it's just a brilliant array of lights just right there over that neighborhood. If you saw this, would you film it? I sure would. You're seeing this little orb. I'm not sure if that's attached or part of this UFO sighting, but definitely there's something there. Oh wow, look at that. It's actually sparking, and he saw a little discharge of smoke kind of kick off that thing. That's wild. I never saw that till now. This is really cool. And you see it right there at the bottom. We're seeing kind of this like almost a whip. A whip kind of happens there. You can see it just kind of dancing right at the bottom tip of it. It's kind of bouncing back and forth, but it's this array of lights. Kind of looks like something tethered up there in the sky with maybe some LED lights, but I don't think so, because it's just, if something was hanging, it would just drop straight down with gravity. But this has its kind of this S curve to it, which is really interesting. Let's take a look at this thing too. When it discharges or does this kind of bam, it just like snap. Did he see that? Wow, that's incredible. I might have to repeat that part, but you do see some sort of smoke kind of kick off of this thing. This guy's just like kind of out there by himself in the dark, nobody else on the streets, but he's out there and he pulls out his camera and he's pulling off an incredible shot, especially right at that moment of this kind of, I don't know, is this thing like powering down, or is there some sort of malfunction happening with this thing, and that's why it's kind of revealing itself? What's your thoughts, guys? We want to hear it in the comments. Again, we're just watching this in real time with you guys, and we just love putting out the daily UFOs as they come in, and you guys and your support is what keeps this channel going. Boom. Did you just see that again? Crazy stuff right there. I'm gonna roll this video one more time because it's kind of fascinating. You can see it up there in the sky. I'm not sure how far the cameraman is away from this object, but he seems like he's pretty close to the vicinity of the air, maybe less than a quarter of a mile, I'm saying. So this thing's up there. It's big. I would say it'd probably be, I don't know, maybe about 50 feet to 100 feet, just hanging up there in the sky, about a quarter of a mile away. I'm not sure, but it's not like 5 feet or 6 feet. This thing's, it's big, and it's up there, and I don't think they're drones. I really don't. It just doesn't seem like that. I'm not sure what's creating this display. Look at that. It looked like maybe like a firework just blew up in there, but I'm not sure. It's because this isn't your typical fireworks. We're not seeing any other sparks kicking off of this thing. I wonder what that point of light is on the left, center left. Could that just be a star, or is that maybe a helicopter again, maybe off in the distance observing the phenomenon as it happens right here? I'm not sure. Let me just see that one point of explosion. Yeah, I didn't see that till now, guys. So I had it kind of rolled up, and we just do this in real time. We put it in the timeline. We're like, let's go. Let's just watch it. So we're watching it just like you guys. So pretty cool stuff. What's your opinion? What is this, guys? We want to hear it. Leave it in the comments. Everything. If you think you know what it is, just let us know, please. And if you're baffled like we are, that's great. That's why we're putting it up here. All right, I got some more UFOs. Again, we're just kind of midway through this episode. It just came in fast today. It's like Fast and the Furious of UFOs. And we're just wanting to share it with you right now, share it to the world. So let's just get that going and make sure, if you haven't done it, let's just all smash that thumbs up. One more time, smash that thumbs up button. And if you're on a phone, hit the hearts, hit the emojis. It just kicks off that algorithm. It really helps a lot. Okay, let's roll that in the next video. And I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Let's just do it.
That's wild. Do you see it, man?
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know.
Hi.
Hello.
What is that?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. It's
But I
strange.
wanted to see something weird.
That is bizarre. What is
Yes.
that? I don't know. It's wild. Man, I wish the image was better on this. Look at it.
I am. Just keep your hands steady.
I am. What in the world? Look at the lighting on it, how it
Yeah.
branches out from whatever that is. That is the coolest thing ever.
I just posted a video that Rick sent me about like that exact thing, but it was pink.
It was pink?
Yeah. Or maybe that was just the clear one.
You see the lights underneath it on the belly? What in the world is that? Yeah, it's still going. The light. Oh, it's gone now. Yeah, it's gone.
All right, Blake actually sent this video to me this morning. They're off in Turkey right now, and it sounds like they're finding and gathering a lot of content that we're going to be sharing with Third Phase of Moon's fans here pretty soon. But Blake said, hey, take a look at this. And we're seeing this kind of, I don't know, gossamer kind of object. You can see this cloud of a light surrounding this illuminated brightness. It's kind of crazy. And it's just kind of drifting there in the sky. People are kind of, they're a little shocked and awe as they're seeing this. Is this some sort of, I don't know, maybe a rocket launch? I don't think so, because I'm not seeing no tail behind it. Totally strange. Again, no CGI here. This isn't AI. This is the real deal. We're looking at legitimate footage. We're just wondering, where in the world is it? Now he zooms up on this, again, this apparent object. And then he zooms back and you can see it's way up there. It almost seems like it's trying to shoot out to space. I'm not sure. Very cool video. What are we looking at here, guys? We want to hear it. Again, this thing's just shooting up. It's kind of got this like turquoise hue at the moment too. And it's just up there, way up. And he's probably looking straight vertical just to capture this with his camera at the moment. You can see he's struggling a little bit. Could that be a little trail of a rocket launch there? I'm not sure. Up to the left side, it's a possibility. Again, it's a cool sighting. People, they look up. They don't have any agenda. They're just seeing something. They don't know what it is, and bam, there it is. Look at this thing. Wow, interesting. Right there at the end. Now we're seeing. Ah, interesting. Could that be a rocket coming back down from one of the Elon Musk launches? Again, I'm not sure. Let's hear your opinions. We're just trying to wrap our head about what we're looking at here. Okay, we got more videos coming in. Let's just roll the next one. All right, this video is pretty sick. We're seeing something. It looks like, you know, something alive, like a jellyfish, and this plasma kicking off this object that's spitting out these kind of trails from behind it. It's very cool, and I believe this is, again, real. We're looking at something totally strange. These are the kind of UFOs that I think they're not ours. These are the otherworldlies, basically, as you could call them. Extraterrestrials. Who knows where are they coming from? We just don't know. Maybe they're coming from our oceans. Maybe they're coming from underneath our Earth's crust. We just don't know where the phenomenon's coming from. That's a big question. We all want to know. But we're looking at something here that's really just has this odd like feature. Look at this thing. It has this kind of like purple, green, red, orange, and then it's just spitting out these kind of things that just disappear at the end of its tail. Wow, this is impressive stuff. These are the UFOs that's why we're here at Third Phase Moon, because these submissions that come in, it astounds us, and I hope you're being entertained while learning at the same time, because we're all learning. We're all in this field trying to get to disclosure. Whoever it is, you might not like Third Phase Moon, or you have your opinions about us, but that's okay, because we're all trying to get to the finish line, disclosure, and that's what it's all about. The truth being told to us, that we are not alone, and possibly the hidden technologies being suppressed from us. Okay, we got another video lined up. Let's just roll this one. All right, not sure if you guys seen this one, but I'm gonna play it again. We're looking at these two orbs being, you know, pursued by this police helicopter, and it's kind of this slow pursuit. These guys are just calmly moving across the neighborhood over there, and we got this helicopter just telling it. Again, we need the footage. You know they got the video, now just share it. Okay, I'm gonna share Asymmetric 2 Disclosure coming out June 24th, 2025. I'll catch you right after this trailer. Watch.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not.
The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
This is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
Everybody wants to be in there. Can you give any kind of sneak peek of what that's like?
That organization has had the ability since the 60s to hit a button and simulate an alien attack on the planet using these technologies.
Serious questions that I've made a growing number of drone sightings.
How do you set up a believable false flag and operations that looks like it's alien when it isn't?
So when it happens, they're not shocked, they're not stunned. They can say, oh, we knew this was going to happen.
Which is potentially the most dangerous, where they're talking about quote unquote catastrophic disclosure.
They put it into secrecy, they deny, and then they shut the people up.
And the president doesn't know about. That is an existential threat to humanity.
All right, we're super excited for Asymmetric Disclosure coming out June 24th, 2025. It's going to be a good one. Now, let me just pull in all the videos. If you're just joining us to Third Phase Moon, I'm going to bring in the collage of the UFO videos that just came in tonight because it was an amazing episode. And what we just showcased, it's going to leave you stunned. So I'm going to be there in the comments, and I'm going to be listening to your opinions and engaging you as we watch the best UFOs that just came into Third Phase Moon. Okay, I'll catch you on the back end of this show. Keep watching.
I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. It's
But I
strange.
wanted to see something weird.
That is bizarre. What is that? I don't know. It's wild. Man, I wish the image was better on this. Look at it.
I am. Just keep your hands steady.
I am. What in the world? Look at the lighting on it, how it branches out from whatever that is. That is the coolest thing ever.
I just posted a video that Rick sent me about like that exact scene, but
It was pink?
or maybe that was
You see the lights underneath it on the belly? What in the world is that? Yeah, it's still going. The light. Oh, it's gone now. Yeah, it's gone.
All right, guys, appreciate you joining us from around the world. I had a blast. This has been so much fun. engaging you guys in the comments. It's exciting. You guys are pretty smart down there because it's people like you. We've been in the field for almost 15 years, but you guys you love this subject. We've loved it as kids growing up too, and we're just fascinated, and we've been on this. It's been a mission of ours to, get to the bottom of this all, and we're just, basically a family here, and appreciate your support. And make sure before you leave, subscribe, smash that thumbs up, and tell your friends Third Phase of Moon is the spot, the go-to channel to get your daily UFO dose and what's happening from around the world. All right, it's Brent Cousins reporting from the Hollywood Hills. We'll catch you next time.